Go outside, look around, listen to the sounds of nature. West Virginians are lucky to have many wild and wonderful areas where we can enjoy our natural surroundings. The West Virginia Land Trust is working to ensure that there will always be natural areas nearby for future generations to enjoy. Our mission is to protect special lands with high conservation values through land acquisition and protective conservation easements. The Land Trust works with private landowners to help them realize their dream of keeping their property protected forever.
We always had in mind, wouldn't it be wonderful to preserve this land? I think both of us had a desire to preserve the land. We just didn't know what steps to take.
Conservation easements are legal agreements between a landowner and the trust that can permanently limit some uses of land. The landowner and the land trust custom design the restrictions.
You can pretty well customize it to fit your needs. It can include timbering, it can include farming, it can include all those things, but you pick what it is about that land that you want to protect forever and ever, and then design your easement.
Conservation easements offer property owners several options. They can sell their land or pass it on to heirs. The Land Trust guarantees the landowner's terms are carried out by future owners.
That we don't necessarily have to buy the land itself, but rather just an easement that would preclude development of the property.
Each year, the West Virginia Land Trust honors individuals who have significantly benefited the Land Trust's long-range vision for land protection in our state. The 2009 Special Places Individual Award goes to State Senator Brooks McCabe. Senator McCabe has worked tirelessly in the public policy arena in support of land conservation and the environment in West Virginia.
West Virginia is a beautiful state, and when people think of West Virginia, they think of our mountains, rivers, and streams, and growing up, that's really what my focus was. I think it's our heritage, it's our heart and soul. It's really what West Virginia is about. We have to learn how to continue to expand our economy by preserving what's best around us, and that really is our natural environment. It is presumed that we don't have to pay much attention to it, that we really have to just focus on managing growth. But really, managing growth primarily is a matter of preserving our natural environment in a way that they can coexist together and one not challenge or threaten the other. And my approach in the legislature has really been one of trying to listen, understand, and get people talking, and then build upon the commonalities to create win-win situations.
His support was especially instrumental in the passage of Senate Bill 622, the Voluntary Rural and Outdoor Heritage Conservation Act. This bill, passed in 2008, established the first dedicated funding source for land conservation in West Virginia.
The Outdoor Heritage Conservation Act is a good illustration of everybody working together. And one of the examples, and the reason it was successful, was that all of the land trusts, all of the organizations that work towards conservation really truly got together and focused on trying to pass quality legislation. At the same time, the business community looked at it and said, hey, this is something that is important and that we ought to do. Our work is really just beginning, and the more we look at it, the more we define our pristine areas in the state. Canaan Valley, Dolly Sods, the list goes on and on. Monroe County, Greenbrier County, these are just gorgeous, gorgeous places. But then again, I keep coming back to Charleston and Kanawha County and the Kanawha River, the foliage, the mountains, the streams. It's our image of ourselves. It's what we really internalize as West Virginia, and that's what we need to work very hard to preserve as we go forward.
The 2009 Special Places Group Award goes to the Monroe County Farmland Protection Board. This volunteer-based local land trust has preserved more than 1,600 acres of farmland in Monroe County. The board works to conserve both active and historic farms to help preserve the bucolic atmosphere that Monroe County is so well known for.
Monroe County is located, of course, in the southeastern part of the state, the southeastern corner, I guess, right along the Virginia border. Probably just maybe 35 or 40 miles as the crow flies from Roanoke, Virginia, not very far at all, although considerably further if you want to drive over the winding mountain roads. And we have what they call the karst topography, which is essentially a lot of sinkholes, limestone valleys, and I guess it's the hills and valleys area of the Appalachian mountain chain. Monroe County is rich in agricultural tradition. We're very fortunate that our land there essentially remains unchanged from the days of the Civil War. As far as that goes, Monroe County still looks very much like it has for the last 100 years. So I think our basic goal is obviously to try to preserve and protect our valuable farmland in our local community there. The Monroe County Farmland Protection Board was established around 2003, at least officially approved by the Monroe County Commission at that time. We want to ensure the sustainability of Monroe County. We want to promote agriculture in Monroe County. We have still a large number of people who make their living from farming and raising crops. We have a farmers market in Union on Fridays, and we want to make sure that that farmland is preserved and that the folks in Monroe County are still going to be able to do these things well into the future.
Land trusts conserve more than land. They conserve the human values that those lands embody, enriching our lives through natural spaces. Now is the time to plan for the future of our state's land, and we need your help to keep moving forward on these critical goals.
The world is realizing that protection of the natural environment is so critical not only to the well-being of the citizens of that state, but to the economic future.
There are many benefits to donating land or placing land in conservation easements. But most importantly, valuable land is forever protected from degrading use. It will remain a treasured legacy for future generations.
Some man in Greenbrier County said once, that perpetuity, that's a long time, but it's a comforting notion if you're protecting land.
Put your resources to perpetual work for voluntary, proactive, strategic land conservation. Join the Land Trust and help protect the lands that give West Virginia its distinctive character and natural diversity for generations to come.
We've benefited from people who have given back, and we'd like others to benefit from what we can give. It's very nice to be a part of that community that keeps on giving to each generation.